Yo, what is going on, Eating Haitian baby? Today we're going to be going over the best blitz in Madden 25. We're currently in the 3-4 over formation, and the play we're going to be talking about is cover 3 Buzz Mike. This is one of the best blitzes in Madden because there is the easy setup, which is the 5-man pressure, and then the advanced setup of a 4-man pressure with phenomenal coverage behind on the defense. Of course, I don't do defensive tips too often, so of course, if you enjoy the content and want to see more of this, like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you want to see something in specific. Now, the setup on this blitz, super simple, and the coaching adjustments, all you're going to want to do is switch auto flip off. You're going to want that turned off. And of course, if you want to set your zone drops, if you want to get fancy, advanced with it, of course, you will feel free to do so. I don't necessarily do it all the time. I like to only do it if there's something specific I want to stop that the opponent is running. Of course, you know what? I don't like option defenses. I'm going to turn that on conservative, but realistically for this blitz, it does not matter. Now, let's hop right into it. So this is the play art, and of course, for the 5-man pressure, the setup is super simple, especially once you get used to it. All you're going to do is pinch the defensive linebackers, and you're doing that to make sure they are in proper positioning, because sometimes they like walking around and wandering around, and obviously we don't need that. Now, the second step is going to be blitzing this outside linebacker. All we're going to do is blitz him, and you can see now he's on a blitz angle, and what we're going to do now is QB contain. Once we QB contain, you have the play basically set up, and then you're going to motion him and move him about 5 to 6 yards across the sideline. And once you have the blitz set up just like this, you have the free reign to user whoever you want on the field. Now, I like using this free safety because I feel like in this defense, the weakness on this play is this side of the field. Now, me as the user, I'm confident enough that I could take away the weakness of this play and then make it into a strength. Now, when you call this play, this outside linebacker or this middle linebacker are going to be the ones that come in untouched. Call hike, you can see, screaming off the edge, easy play. And of course, you know what? There is some practice needed when setting up this blitz just to memorize the button combinations. But realistically, as you get good with it with some practice, it shouldn't take too long. Watch, just like that. We have the play set up. Before the opponent has the ability to call hike or to quick hike you, you should have this 5-man pressure set up. Easy play. One more time, just so you know it's not a fluke. And by the way, it doesn't matter if your opponent slide protects or not. The play will come in regardless, whether it's the outside edge rusher or the middle linebacker. It doesn't matter if they slide protect, the blitz will still come in. Now, of course, if you want to get really fancy with it, you could put that safety over here that we were using on a curl flat. You could shade underneath if you really know that blitz coming in hot, just to take away the underneath routes. And then, of course, you know, if he's sending the RB on a route, you could do that. Now, I don't think I set it up properly, so let's do it one more time. Just real quick here, just like that. And you know what? Let's set it up like we had, just like that. Let's call hike. There we go. That was proper right there. Everything's bagged too. We'll set it one more time before we get to the fancy stuff with the 4-man pressure. Let's set it up just like that. Call hike, screaming. The 4-man pressure, realistically, all it takes is one extra step to get this play set up. We're going to set it up like normal, moving to the outside, but the only extra step is taking this defensive end and putting him on a zone. You could put him on a hook curl, flat, you could put him on a spy if you really want to, anything you want. We're going to put him on a hook curl just for right now. And that being said, you know, you can do whatever you want, of course, on the defensive side regarding your adjustments. But realistically, it is still a 4-man pressure with somebody coming in free. Set it up like that, have it set up. We'll user, we'll call hike, and somebody comes in free every single time. Move him to the outside just like that. Put him on a zone, and then you know what? We'll put him on a hook curl. We'll call flats underneath, and now our responsibility is going to be this side of the field towards the middle because we got somebody going towards the sideline, and then we're just bagging everything. Somebody comes in, it's screaming, everything's bagged, we're having a good day. Now, the only reason why I consider this advanced setup is because of the coverage underneath. Because if you have 3 vert hooks down the middle of the field, it's not the most efficient way to run a defense. That's why I'm always going to recommend, if you're running the advanced version, to have curl flats and then shade underneath And then of course, understand your responsibility is right here on the field, because this defensive end's got that side of the field, this linebacker's got his side of the field with his responsibility, and then your responsibility is going to be this side of the field. If you do so and have that understanding, of course, as long as you set up the blitz right, you're going to have streaming pressure. And the best part about this is it doesn't matter if the pressure comes in, because you're only sending 4, so it's almost like a natural rush going to the quarterback. So of course you still have phenomenal coverage going across the field. So if the blitz doesn't come in for whatever reason, you get quick hiked, you still have good coverage across the defense, making it so the blitz coming in is just the cherry on top. And because you know what's going to come in, you have such a dominant presence on the field. And because you are in a 3-4 defense, you're going to have decent run defense regardless. So if the opponent is like, all right, let me just try to run the ball in a compressed set, let me just try to go with an inside zone, it doesn't matter, because you're going to have phenomenal defense underneath, and of course a stacked box to make sure that running the ball isn't effective at all. Now, of course, if you do like this video, make sure to like and subscribe, because you know what? I don't do defensive tips too often because I don't really like giving away defensive secrets. I think defense is really hard this year, and because of that, I don't want to give up defensive secrets to really, of course, give other people the edge on the defensive side. So of course, hey, if you like the video, like and subscribe, and of course, other than that, good luck everybody.